Hello there, what's up? So this is also called Fortuna. This is me trying out recording a video to potentially upload to my YouTube channel, which is not something I've done in several years. So what we're gonna do, alright, is we're gonna play some NBA 2K. Not like much of the actual gameplay, mind you, because I'm actually terrible at that. But what instead we're going to do is open up a MyGM, and we're going to just kind of start. As you can kind of see, I'm like a Magic fan, and I just kind of, that's what a lot of this is. In fact, this MyGM started as a Magic MyGM, and then I just, you know, got fired. It's an interesting story. You can see I'm in 2025, so a lot happened there. What we're going to do is we're going to start brand new franchise, and we're going to go with MyGM. Just for the narrative purposes for now, let's go to the setup option and see what we can do. We'll put this on 12 minutes to start, not that it matters. Normalize plays the sim. I always put that on. Fantasy draft, you know, I'm going to decide against that for now. Or do I? Or is that what I want to... Is that the spin that I want to take on this? Alright, nah. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. This is all fine, I think. I'm gonna set this up right now. I think that both the progression rates and the regression rates in 2K are way too low. Just because, like, if you ever simulate a lot of seasons in NBA 2K, it's like everybody's stats stay like the exact same. Like, I don't mean their attributes. I mean their actual in-season stats. They're almost always just the same, with like a couple points difference if you're on the upper end, or like it's kind of astonishing how little people's stats change, and it's kind of boring. So I'm gonna at least bump it up to 65. That makes it a little bit better in my opinion. In-season training effects, maybe I'll bump it up like barely, but apart from that, that's fine. We're honestly not gonna do that much gameplay. I don't find it that interesting myself. I'm also just really bad at the game. I mean, I can put it on All-Star just because, but, okay, let's look at this other stuff, though, is relevant. I don't think I need to switch the simulator difficulty, I don't think. Trade negotiation difficulty, I'll put that up to 60. I don't know how much this affects stuff, but I know that there are a lot of just bad trades you can get away with, but I don't know if this changes that, just because the bad trades you can get away with usually have something to do with salary. This 2K does not really the AI doesn't take into consideration salary nearly as much as actual real-life teams do. So, like, if you're dumping what's like a decent player that has a terrible contract, it won't count that against it. It'll just be like, oh, it's fine, you know, it's a good player, you know. It's very unrealistic in that regard. I'm sure we'll come across some concrete examples of it where I can point that out. I'll up it to 60 for now. Contract negotiation difficulty. I don't know if that's necessarily that difficult. I'm going to put it on 50 for now. I will bump this up to like 70. Because I've noticed that they're not very aggressive at all in trying to re-sign their especially like star players. So I'm going to give that a shot. I'll keep morale level the same, chemistry level the same, CPU injury frequency, user injury frequency. I'm going to go all that fine for now. I haven't noticed like particular aberrations in any of these categories. Player non-financial ambitions factor. Boy, just because DeMarcus Cousins is now in the Warriors, it kind of makes me want to put this up to 60, but I don't know if that's actually a good way to do it. Draft class quality, I will also bump this up to 60, just because I think in general, that and combined with the fact that the progression rate was always kind of low, I kind of feel like the drafts aren't that good, except for, obviously, the very first draft class that they made for MyGM mode specifically, where you get, like, all the OP, like, stupidly overpowered top 3 players with Staples, Baldwin, and Petrovic. All that being said, I think I'm pretty much happy. Now, I've done Magic multiple times, so I'm a little bit bored by that, so let me think of what I would prefer to do instead. Sorry, I forgot that the owners actually remain the same there. Oh boy, they really like the Spurs in this, huh? That's something else. Okay, Suns would be nice for a rebuild. I definitely want to do a rebuild. I don't want to just start from like a team that's already, you know, a contender. So let's go to the Warriors now. Who would I like? Bulls are interesting to me. I think we could try them out. Who else? Who else? Let's see, the Hawks are pretty terrible. Oof. Oof. Hornets. Oof. Ooh, they're in a rough spot. They're in a rough one. I'm gonna go with the Kings. I think I'm gonna go with the Kings. Is there anybody else? Knicks? No. Let's go with the Kings. Let's go with the Kings. Want to go with the Kings? Let's go. Let's go with the Kings. Do I care about these owner preferences at all? I'll randomize it. He doesn't care about money. He kind of cares about team success, not about the image. I mean, I can. Yeah, sure. And the roster we got, of course, old ass Zach Randolph. I think 80 has given him a little bit more credit than he probably deserves, but that's fine. I don't mind it. And is this still going off the beginning of the season? I don't know why De'Aaron Fox is like a little overrated than Zach Randolph. Are these outdated rosters? Should I do something to update these rosters? Maybe so. I mean, I'm still just gonna go as it is for now. Okay, yeah. Got De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, who's a pretty decent young player. Willie Cauley-Stein, who hasn't done that much while in Sacramento, and he's got good ratings, and I know he's got like good potential in this game. I kind of like him, but we'll see. Bogdanovich had a really good, really solid rookie year. Kufos, I don't know what he's doing here. Labissiere he's got some nice upside. Good old Vince still in the league. Yeah, so they're terrible, right? I mean, they're just bad. So we're gonna just go. I sure do. All right, you guys ready for some hot, steamy MyGM storylines? Because that's what we're about to do. Also, I should have this whole time been putting a clock on so I don't like make this episode like 50 million years long. That's fine. All right, so let's get to this. Also, you can see this nice, super accurate face scan where it looks like you know when like us white people go to the beach and we have like some people like put way too much sunscreen on their nose and like it just never goes away because they just piled it on too thick. That's what it looks like. Like he's just kind of chilling at the beach with sunscreen just forever on his nose, and it never goes away. That's because of the lighting when I like tried to get the face cam going, but it amused me, so I never took it away. Anyway, now let me start this stopwatch. Okay, take a deep breath, Alex. So you should have the MRI results back in a second. My real life name is Alex. That's why I'm saying that. My knee, I can't bend it. Something's not right. I hope you like my voice acting. Something's not right here. I've never felt this level of pain. That line almost makes it sound anime-ish. I'm gonna make this into an anime. You just landed awkwardly. The knee is swelling as can be expected. We'll know more shortly. How can this happen to me? How can this happen tonight in the playoffs? I was feeling it, you know? What did I have, 30 points? You were up to 36. Don't worry about that right now. Just focus on your breathing. What if... Bradley, Alex, I just got the MRI results. Bum, bum, bum! Mind you, everything I'm saying is early. Alright, we're not going to go through all of this stuff. So basically, the whole deal was I tore my ACL and my, whatever the other one else, MCL? I don't know. Yeah, basically, a CCL. Look at that. Man, let's learn all the acronyms today. So basically, I'm a player, right? And then I get injured when the Mavericks are making their run to the finals in 2011. And it's like a career-ending injury, basically. So that's what all this is. If you haven't seen it before, then I guess pause if you want to see the dialogue. But you're not missing. That's basically the gist of it. That's my boy Alex Alexander. That's not my real name. I mean, my first name is Alex, but I just like playing on the thing. What does this mean for my career? I'm going to take till I'm back on the court. I want to sugarcoat. This isn't great. Good news is I've seen players come back from far worse than this. Well, he's not going to see me come back from it. So this is over. And we go to a whiteout. Sacramento, California, 6 years later. Just gonna load up. Here we go. Mr. Lance, I've just arrived. A little traffic on the way here. I should be inside in a few minutes. Alex, I'm a man that likes to capitalize on every moment and make the most of it. Let's make the most of this moment. Yes, of course, sir. I want to go over what is on the agenda for today. Of course, it's your first day on the job. There you host a meet and greets. You can imagine the number of people in the organization. I want to meet the legendary Alex Alexander President, right? Simple enough. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move on through some of this stuff until we get to actual meaningful dialogue. But this is all introductory stuff, right? So I'm just got hired as the GM of the Kings. I got an introductory press conference coming my way. Media aren't here for pleasantries, blah, blah, blah. They're going to come at me hard. Oh, and I'm going to see Zach Randolph and God, I don't even know who the King... Who's the King's coach? I don't even know. Wow. That shows you my NBA knowledge. I literally don't even know the name of the coach of the Kings. I'm going to catch up with him real quick and introduce myself. Yep. Alright, hey, wake up. Hello. I'm Alex. I'm your new GM. I was a huge fan of yours back in your playing days, bro. I think Zach was older than me in my playing days, even back then. Can't tell you how excited I am that the team hired you. I feel like hiring a GM that has, been in the league, that has gone through what it's like for us players. It will be great for the organization. You will have the respect of the players, I can tell you that much. Hey, how many GMs are actually former? Because that's more like a sports business thing than like an actual, like you being a past athlete. How many times has that actually happened? I'm actually curious. If like a previous NBA player. Like, obviously there are executive positions. I mean, is Magic Johnson like the GM of the Lakers, or is he just like the president of basketball operations or something like that? Well, I want to kind of Google that. Hold up. Magic Johnson. What's your current position? Yeah, president of basketball operations. Okay, so he's not technically the GM. I'm imagining, because I think that's what Larry Bird was in Indiana for a while. Oh no, he still is the president of the Indiana Pacers. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Anyway, so he thinks he'll have the respect. I will have the respect of the players because I used to play myself. That's cool. David Jorger. Boy, I'm sorry, Kings fans. I'm sorry. I don't think any of you will watch it. Not because your fan base is small, but also because no one's going to watch this video, period. So really, especially the chances that a Kings fan will watch this video, pretty low. So are you going to bring in your own staff, or are you going to fire me? Like, are you going to just tell me? Coach is definitely a player's coach. He wants to win. I want to win. That's what we're here for. That's what we're all here for, right? Yeah, I mean, looking forward to a big year. Listen, I hate to break it to you, but I want you to slowly turn your head and look at the logo on Zach Randolph's hoodie and recognize what position we're actually in. Because that's a Kings logo. I need to get to Mr. Lance's office. We got a big first day. Alright. Let's start doing it. Okay. There's a long time of me setting up stuff that I didn't time, so it doesn't matter. Ryan, my apologies for being late. It's quite alright. Have a seat. Hey, did Viv offer you one of her world-famous Sky Latte spice cones on the way in? They're out of this world. Oh man, I must have missed it. In fact, they've inspired me to build a new app. Alright. We get it. So this guy's kind of a crazy entrepreneur. He just wants to invest in a bunch of random stuff. Okay, cool. Baker Buddy. That sounds awesome. Yeah, look at me. That's my reaction too, man. That's my reaction too. You saw David Randolph on the way in? Yeah, good guys. I got a chance to introduce myself. We didn't get to talk long because I didn't want to keep you waiting. Yep, you'll get plenty of time to know the team. I'd like to officially in person welcome you as the new general manager of the Kings. I guess you could call me the King of Kings. Well, I know you don't have a lot of experience as GM. I've been watching you for a long time. First as player, then assistant GM. Very impressive. Thank you, sir. I remember that day. Just goes through a war flashback. Alright, yeah, 36. Alright. So it's expressing admiration to my playing days. I'm a hard worker, so clearly I gotta be a good GM. Whatever. Okay. That work ethic is gonna make you a good GM. Cool. Every Kings fan wants to read in one of their columns on how great the team is. Well, alright. They've been missing that for a while. The wins stop coming, the media start looking for cracks. Cracks they can exploit for stories, for clicks, whatever it is they strive for. Expectation, as an athlete, it's a term I've come to understand very clearly. Alright. So in 10 minutes, we're going to do our first introductory press conference as the GM. Well, I'm glad that it's 10 minutes ahead of time, and you're just now getting me prepared for it. Alright, let's go do it. So we're not going to lie. We're going to be honest. We're going to be open. We're going to tell them what's on our mind, protect the organization at all costs. And if I go out there and blow rainbows out your ears, they'll eat me alive. Alright, that's fine. It's the Kings. No one's going to believe me if I paint a rosy-eyed picture of where we're at. Hire the right man. Let's go out there and be nice. So here's the thing. Let's do a cinematic intro. Sorry, I don't have the sound turned on. I'm probably going to get some non-copyrighted, kind of just public domain music to put in the background here, just so there's something. So get ready for this. Boom! That's such a great face to just have a dramatic, like, light come down and try to Oh, that was great. I really felt the dramatic tension in that moment. Alright, let's go to the press conference. That's fine. Hey, you touched on this in your opening remarks, but what's your plan for the team? Total rebuild! There is not a single redeeming quality on this roster that doesn't rhyme with Pagarin Grox. Well, not everyone will see it this way, but I'm looking at it as a situation where we strip down the roster, pare down to a core number of guys, and build back up from scratch. Now, that can be a hard thing to hear if you're a fan, player, an owner, anyone who cares about the well-being of the team, really, but I'm convinced it's the right move. And we're going to go about this the right way. We have a very specific plan on how we want to do it. Can you tell us what the plan is? No, okay. We're just going to do a great job with the draft. You can't swing and miss there if you're trying to build from the ground up, of course. Then we got to be smart in free agency. I'm going to go after one of the premier guys. We're going to add a few nice rotation pieces. That all depends, but we have to be smart and maintain our flexibility. I'm not going to make a move just to make a move. Biggest thing for me right now is we've got to make sure we got the right kind of guys for what we're trying to do. When you watch this team play, no matter what system we use or anything like that, I want you to be able to say, that's Kings basketball. What are your thoughts of the head coach? You think you'll be bringing your own people? Are you happy with them? Yeah, I mean, what if I just called him out right in the press conference? I've never done that. I just always say, need time to evaluate. What happens? I don't actually know how good this guy is, because there are like stats, or there are attributes for coaches just like players in 2K. So I mean, I don't want to say it's time to move on, and then turns out this guy's secretly like B+ on offense and defense. He's actually a good coach. It's just his roster sucks. So I'll say need time to evaluate. In a position like this, you gotta look at the whole thing and you want to evaluate. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a look at the whole thing. Boy, these generalities. This is like a Donald Trump press conference right here. We're just gonna look at the whole thing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be big league. All right, okay, whatever that means for the future. Okay, blah blah blah. Your office. Okay, I think the coach is gonna come in and whine to me. Hey, I need to talk to you. Yeah, what's up, David? Do I have a job this year or not? I think I mean the warm fuzzies. I mean, don't suck, and then oh no, I'll stand. Thanks. All right, cool. I'm gonna be honest with you, David. I want us to have an open and honest relationship. This doesn't work without total honesty. And honestly, I want you to succeed. I mean that. I'm going to do everything in my power to help you succeed. This league is about results, and that goes for me too. If I don't get results, Ryan's going to find someone who will. You help me get results, and I've got no reason to make a move. It's comforting, I guess. Now, that may not be what you wanted to hear, but this is a tough business, and I think you know that, David. Nothing would make me happier than seeing you on a parade float, hosting that O'Brien trophy. Keep these guys on track, keep them motivated, help me get some wins. You got absolutely nothing to worry about. Alright. Well, we're into some gameplay now. Do I pause here and then just... Yeah, I'll do like a clean intro episode. I think that's solid. So, thank you for watching. All one of you, and that one of you is myself. So we're going to actually get into some gameplay next episode. Wait, the Kings won a championship? When did they win a championship? Like back in the 1950s or something? I didn't know that. Alright. Anyway. So, we're going to come back and we're going to actually try to start doing some things on the Sacramento rebuild. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.